I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Hello everyone's. I am here for my review of The Have and the Have Nots Season 8 Episode 11. If you were new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you one of my peoples, welcome back. So, we're going to get on with these comments before we get into this review. Comments from last week's video. Raindrop Fisher said, "Thank you for your review, even though the episode wasn't that good or what we expected. Tyler disappointed a lot. The best part of the episode was Justin. Justin is finally out of the picture and his own doing, setting himself on fire. And why did Taylor bring Justin's mother back? Why did Tyler bring Justin's mother back for? It's also time for Catherine to get bail and Hannah to be out. She's doing too much as Catherine's executor because everything all knows she doesn't have. Okay, I think everyone knows she doesn't have any business background or education with business or finances. Wyatt needs to be in jail for the rest of his life for attempted murder on his parents. He doesn't deserve anything, which I totally agree. And where is the woman who stole the bullets for Jim? This is going left. Veronica should be shaking in her boots after everything she's done to people. Yeah, she's walking around, sexing up everyone she feels like. And why hasn't Jim been put in jail? I said the same thing. Like, Jim should be right. Since, there's Tyler Perry land and, the men and the women be in jail next to each other. He should be in jail right next to Catherine. Because when the Malones dropped off D.A. Saler's body, it didn't say Catherine Cryer killed her. It just said a present from the Cryers. So that could be Jim, Catherine. It could be even Wyatt. Out of all them, we do know that Wyatt, he loved a good murder. He loved putting people in the arms of the angel. He did that to the little girl. He almost did to Benny. We seen the doggone, he almost put his own self in the arms of the angel several times. And then try to do it to his mom and daddy. He should be a likely suspect as well. But, what would his reason to be? But, D.A. Salazar did give him his money back. But Jim should be sitting in the cell right next to Catherine. And I'm not understanding why. Savannah Rivers Amore says, beautiful. Oh, thank you. Bobby Ray says, great review. Thank you. I'm going to try to get your name right. Is it Karima? We're going to spell this out. Karyymah. And it looks like this is Khadijah. Khadijah. Zawjah. Basal. I'm not even going to try to butcher your name. Not even going to do that. They say, love your reviews, but only watch a few videos. Thanks for doing it early. Did you do a review on last week's Final Temptations? Oh, thank you for liking my videos. I really do try, and I really appreciate the comments. I did not do a review of the Final Temptations. I think that was like when, forgive me if I'm wrong, when the viewers got to say who they like, who they don't like, and all this, that, and the third. I did not watch that. I wasn't interested, and quite frankly, I didn't know it was on until like it was halfway done. Because my husband watches it as well, but since I do reviews and I need to rewind because I didn't miss something, we watched it at 2 different times. So I caught the tail end of it when it was about to go off. But yeah, okay, that's done with comments. We're gonna get into this review. First of all, I apologize because we are in June in Houston, Texas. So I don't have to tell you it's hot. But for some other reason, my studio area, it be hot up in here. So I need my ceiling fan on. Another thing, I'm going to have to work with something to do with my hair because I'm not going to be able to do this all summer. I'm just not going to be walking around the house with a bonnet on, which I wouldn't mind doing. But, you got to keep up with your hair and whatnot. So I'm going to probably have to start doing flat twist style. The only problem is I've got into doing my nails. Y'all, I know I had just did my nails like It's Monday, and I took them off yesterday and redid them. I've been obsessed with trying, using polygels, and they look a whole lot better, y'all. So I did have like some clear and some ombre pink and like a little clear butterfly decoration. I scrapped it. I just did pink and butterfly. So my ring finger, don't know if y'all can see that. Come on, focus, focus, focus. It is clear with butterflies. Y'all probably can't even see that because of the ring light. And the rest of my fingers are pink. Don't know if y'all can see that. I did so much better with getting these done. I got a new color coming in tomorrow, which I am so excited about because it's like a burgundy and it got some like silvers in it. I know y'all not hear about polygels, but I am so excited because like I can do my nails and I can just switch it up whenever I want to. But I can't keep doing it because I'm going to run out of polygels, and then I'm tempted to go to Amazon and buy some more. Again, y'all not here for that. Let's get to the review. So y'all, I'm going to say this. Some people was making some stupid choices on this episode, which I myself did not understand. Now, first we have Hannah and Veronica. They doing they slap fist. Hit, 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 swing over here, swing over there. You swing, I swing, we all swing, we swinging out here. Then, what's her name? Hannah throws Veronica's purse at her. Veronica's like, you hit me. It's like, yes, because you hit, yeah, I hit you 9 times because you hit me. And what? She was like, you done lost your mind. You ain't gonna be out here hitting me. She was like, hey, wait a minute. She said, no, this is you losing your loan for $50 million. I'm calling that loan in. She's like, what? Now what now? She get on the phone. Hey, Don, close on all of Veronica's loans. I'm calling, wait a minute. I'll sign the papers today if you want to. This is when, Veronica switched to, now what now? She's like, yeah, I'm the executive of the state. She's like, you can't do that. She's like, yes, I can. Girl, you ain't gotta do that. She switched real fast, like, girl, for real, you gonna call in my $54 million loan? And it's funny because she's always out here calling folks broke. You in debt by $54 million. So if I actually have, 100 and let's say $200 in my account and I'm debt free, I'm actually richer than you because I don't owe anybody money. You out here, first of all, you got people trying to kill you. Why are you always all over town? But anyway, she goes ahead and leaves, and she teleports over there to the jail so she can talk to Catherine. Now Candace, she finds out that she is on the no-fly list, and she threatens to go to the press if she's not taken off. Landon just wants her to do like a small, like just one interview with the blogs, talk about her traumatic childhoods, and wait a minute. Oh, the press are already changing their feelings about her. Now, it's going to take me a minute to read these notes because I was using the record my voice situation because I can't really type with these nails on. So I forgot to change some of the words because it was talking about prayer. I was like, what that got to do with anything? But anyways, she's not feeling Charles. This dude put her in the trunk of a car and had her driven off because he couldn't be associated with her, even though he knew that she was, a woman of the night. Knew this, tried to clean her up, could not clean her up, and decided the presidency was more important than her. So I know the press outside my house. Go ahead and just put her in the trunk of a car. Now, I would think that he would have like some kind of extra tinted windows so you can't exactly see who's in the car, and we ain't got to be putting people in the trunk of the car. But she was like, no, this fool put me in the trunk of a car. I don't have nothing to say with him. Get me off this no-fly list, okay? So Veronica, she didn't made her way through a teleportation over there down to Catherine at the jail. So she want Catherine to, so she won't call in the loans. Like, I got a plan. I have immunity, so I could just get on the stand and say that I shot the DA, and they can't put me in jail. They'll let you out of jail. Okay? While she was at the house, she was looking for a certain file that the gun that was used to shoot the DA with, it is registered in this particular company. I was like, that's smart, but I would think that if she had this, file, if you will, with incriminating evidence in it, she would not have it in her underwear drawer. I would assume maybe it's in a safe somewhere. I'm not sure how the legal ramifications, look at me using big words, as far as when you arrested and they think you did something, can they go into your safety deposit box? Don't know about that. Maybe this is a type of situation. This evidence is not in my main house. This is in a house I have somewhere else that is buried between several businesses and several names in like a house somewhere outside of the country with no jurisdiction. She gonna even lie and say, well, Hannah came to me talking about some, she wanted me to draw up a loan. She was like, really? Hannah can't stand you and you can't stand Hannah. Tell me another lie. Okay? Just tell me another lie. She's like, I bet you $54 million this plan will work. She was like, well, how about $44 million? She's like, that's only $10 million. She was like, that's all you worth. She's like, take it or leave it. And Hannah, not Hannah, what's her name? Catherine's like, I'll leave it. Okay. You need to stop wearing that wig. You look like a man. Oh, darling. You don't have any mirrors here, so you shouldn't be talking about people's appearances. And then she hovers on over to her house. Now, this is when I thought a stupid part of the episode. Kobe, he liked to be, he an escort. So he didn't show up over Veronica's house getting his escort, thinking he's finna get his escort on. Like, I know that the last time you went over Veronica's house, you came in through the back door. But I'm assuming that you would have remembered, general location. Like, that old raggedy woman lives in this, general location. Maybe this isn't the best place to be going to get my escort on. But anyway, he went over there anyway and got jumped by Justin and some other thugs. Y'all so big and bad that y'all needed to jump this dude, because one-on-one he was holding his ground. Because y'all remember last time when Justin's brother tried to, call himself attacking or fighting Kobe, gave him that work. But now they needed 4, 5, 6 of y'all. So now he got all kind of internal bleeding going on because they used cleats to kick him and all that other stuff. I was like, yeah, y'all so big and bad, y'all had to jump him. He was like, I don't feel so good. It was like, yeah, you don't feel so good. And Kobe went from, oh, I am so weak, I cannot move, what do I do? To sitting up and like, I'm sorry it took more than one of y'all to jump me and y'all couldn't do it one-on-one. I'm paraphrasing it this time, alright? He said, he was like, we're going to be around. Gay people are always going to be here. She's like, I don't care about gay people. I don't care what y'all do. I just don't want you doing it with my son and my brother. He was like, look here. Your son gay. Your brother gay. You probably gay too. That's why you all in your feelings. And that kind of sort of struck a nerve with him. I'm not gay. It's like, all this revenge, this ain't for me. This for you. This is for you. And then he like, their daddy went over there and hit dude and hit Kobe in the face. Now he got a call to talk about about his brother, and I thought and I wanted Kobe because I thought he would remember. Oh yeah, you Justin's brother. Like, oh, your brother's in the arms of an angel. He set himself on fire, darling. I wanted so bad for him to say that, but he didn't. So I was like, oh, okay. So after first going to the hospital and finding out that, Justin, he is in the arms of the angel, he goes down to the police station and he was like, what happened? Who did this? And it's like, he was set on fire. He was like, was he at home? He was like, no, he was at dinner with Justin Harrington and Madison McMadison. Don't know what his last name is, y'all. He's like, did they do it? That's like, no. We have footage of him going across the street and dousing himself in gasoline and then going to the restaurant. He tried to take, Jeffrey out with him, but, Madison wasn't having that mess. So he was like, oh, he out, man. I was like, didn't you threaten to put your brother in the arms of the angel your own self? Or you mad that he beat you to the punch? I'm confused. Okay. So, Justin's mama, don't know her name, don't care for her name. She down there identifying the body. She said, oh, my son. You disown this man, man. Why are you going through all these theatrics? Justin, I don't know. First of all, the brother, don't know his name, don't care to know his name. He consoling the mama because, Justin in the arms of the angel. You did this to my son. You blaming him. First of all, ma'am, you did this to your son. You was so busy. Y'all do not mind the gleam and the glisten that's going on in my face because it is hot in here. But I need to be dramatic right at this moment. Back to what I was saying. Ma'am, you was all up in Candace's business about what she was doing over there at her house. That you called your son Justin to go over there and be nosy. Because that's what you do. Your son just happened to take a liking and an obsession with Jeffrey, who frequent that house often. Your son went as far as to, I don't want to say help cover up a murder, but, steer the finding of the body in a different direction. Your son was obsessed with Jeffrey. Was one of those, if I can't have you, nobody can, I will take both of us out type of situations. Tried to take Veronica out because he was exposed, because he couldn't stay away from your son. Your son started this very weird, and I don't even know if I want to call this a relationship at this point, this whole thing with Jeffrey by sliding him into the back of the seat. And y'all know these Harrington men, they do, I don't know what they do to these people, but they go crazy. Look at Veronica. But I think Justin, he was already there just a little bit. Jeffrey just sent him over the edge. So, ma'am, if you hadn't have been nosy over at Candace's house, he would have never met Jeffrey, and he would not be here in the arms of the angel. Insane. Child, I'm so hot. Now, the mama goes away with her raggedy self. Now, Jeffrey, being stupid, brother comes up. Oh, Jeffrey, he talked about you, all the time and how you was there for him and this, that, and the third. And then, like, can I get your address? He said he was cool with you, he was going to die sooner or later because he had the virus. He said you had it too, that's why y'all was together. First of all, Justin told you that his brother was beating on him left and right. Up and down. This possibly could have been a different brother. We don't know how many brothers he had. But we do know at least one brother, he was scared of him. You don't know this man from somebody walking down the street. Why are you giving this man your address? Now, clearly, Jeffrey could have just went to Madison. I need you to run the test on me to make sure I ain't got the virus because Justin brother said he had it, and I want to make sure I don't have it and I haven't given it to you. First of all, y'all should have been using protection. That's point blank and a period. But it's simple. Testing them days, that's done within like a few minutes, ain't it? I don't know. Never had it done. I remember seeing this on the episode of Eve. I don't know how accurate that is, but I'm pretty sure we can get tests done quite fast these days. So I guess that was to get into his mind space just a little bit. But why are you giving this man your address? You know how his mama be acting, how evil and raggedy she is. You should only assume that doggone it, he just as raggedy. Another thing, what teleportation system does Veronica use? Because she just be all over town. Now, I Googled how big Savannah is, and Savannah as a whole is like 100-something miles long. Around. It's 100 miles of Savannah. So how is it that she can go from Veronica's house? No, that's not her name. Catherine's house, the jail, and her house. Because I'm going to consider the jail is downtown somewhere. And they not living downtown somewhere. So how she be all over town? And I guess since she's cool with Justin's brother now because they have a common goal, she done gave him access to the teleportation system because he was where? He was at he was at Veronica's house. Then he was at the hospital. Then he was at the jail. Then he was at the morgue. These two be just moving around town just as fast as I'll get out. Now, y'all, I gotta dab my face because I'm over here just sweating. Now, lastly, Benny done found a house that he liked. And y'all know Benny, he's a doggone young woman. I need to sleep with her, but this time she could be the next young. She told him how much the house is. Candace is like, we'll take it for $175. They was like, okay, we'll see what we can do. This is a new development. She's like, okay, make sure long as everything is, inspections and all that stuff. This is a new development, so it shouldn't take long. Now, okay, the they said they can do for $195. Okay, we'll sign these papers. We ain't doing no loans or none of that. We're doing straight out cash. But Benny, because Benny like that. Why don't you go to dinner with me? She's like, no, well, then we ain't got no deal. Like, basically, if you don't go to dinner with me, I ain't buying this house type of situation. Benny, I'm not even for sure that you done took a bath since the last time you done jumped in somebody's drawers. Did y'all know Benny will jump in somebody? I'm trying to be correct for YouTube. The last time he was being intimate with somebody, I don't believe he used protection. I don't think he ever uses protection. I'm trying to remember the last person he was intimate with, and I think it was one of the ladies of the night that was working for Candace. So, I'm not sure if you've washed your whole entire body, including... I'm not sure if you've bathed thoroughly since the last time you was intimate with somebody, Benny. So, I don't think you should be jumping so fast to be, trying to get with somebody just again. And I already see this going. She just happens to be the ex-girlfriend of that crazy cousin of the Malones. Benny's going to start interfering and causing some problems with Mitch. I just know one thing: after everything that Mitch has done for Benny, nothing better not happen to Benny, not Benny, but Mitch, because Benny was out here being stupid. See y'all. That was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free $99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, and you share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.